but this is not enough. It's 84. This matador.
Oh, nice. Very cool. So this is one of the army base rooms. You see sort of guns everywhere. Trip mines down there, ammo crates. They've got RPGs and NLAWs under the bed. Lots and lots of proper kit.
We're Vans Without Borders, a humanitarian group of lads who decided to jump in transit vans and come here to Ukraine to deliver vital aid to those in need. So I'm Jack, and this is Fenton. We've got Justin, we've got Darren, we've got Henry, we've got Paul, we've got Steve, we've got Ryan, we've gone international, we've got Johnny from America. Hello. And we've got Chris from Germany.
Guten Tag.
So we're currently all staying on a military outpost with Ukrainian Rangers, 2 kilometers from the Russians. As you can see, they've sort of come and taken over an abandoned home. Morning.
Взрыватель. И как бы она как эвка, но в 1,5 раза мощнее. Ну, да. И осколочный разлет у нее точно такой же, побольше. Вот, она весит, по-моему, 1,5 килограмма в сборе, а эвка всего полкило.
Oh, no. Trotil. It's like a grenade F1. Yeah. It's like a grenade F1, but
Tripwire.
bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger.
So you can see here they've got instructions in English. So the water we've supplied directly to soldiers on the front line.
Present for you, it's present. Brilliant, thank you. It's like pork.
Rations from the Soviet Union.
Yeah. We eat yesterday.
Excellent.
Well, that was?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
1980.
Oh, 1980. Yeah.
I think that's like 40 years old, yeah.
Oh, 40 or 50 years old.
So the seat I'm using is a Matador box. As I'm having breakfast, we've got this camo netting around us.
Oh, yeah, like a one-shot.
Yeah. See, this is a massive rocket there. Look at that size comparison, jeez.
Got another bally for me?
From Ryan, mate. We're here with Artem in Bucha. So Artem, can you tell us what happened here?
So Russians tried to get to Kiev through Bucha and Irpin, and our army has stopped them here. So you can see the results of the fight, actually. So they stayed here because they didn't manage to get into Kiev. So they stayed here for a week. What they were doing during that week, they were killing civilians, they were raping women and even small children. So you can see the buildings. They were just shooting civilian buildings, no military bases or whatsoever. So, yeah.
And what did they do to the bodies afterwards?
So they basically, almost under every single body, they put a grenade, so you can't touch them or evacuate them properly. And yeah, a grenade under every single body.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, my vocabulary isn't big enough to explain my hate and the hate they have from the Ukrainian people.
So we've been told they don't give out fuel during air raids, which is currently happening in Kiev. But the problem you've got is we're still queuing up, so we're still dead either way, really, if it does get bombed. So yeah, good rule. So thanks to Portsmouth Down Syndrome Association, we were able to supply a group that supports children with Down syndrome in Zitomir. There's 30 kids there, and we dropped them a range of supplies from toys to sweets, chocolate, food, shampoo, you name it, we gave it to them, which is great. Unfortunately, when we were there, the sirens went off. We've got the sirens going on. So as we've gone to deliver to a group that supports children with Down syndrome, that was a little bit jarring, but even the kids with Down syndrome, they're used to it now. So didn't really change anything. Actually, one of the parents there said she lives right next to the siren and finds it annoying because it keeps her up at night, but she just puts music on and continues with life as normal. Ryan here as well, also engaged. He was challenged by one of the kids to a push-up competition and got absolutely smashed. It was always good fun. And he was strong.
9, 10, 11, 12.
He was able to do one-handed push-ups, which was just incredible. No, so even, I think he did about 12, 20 push-ups, something like that, and he's just, yeah, I'd struggle to do that as well. But yeah, such lovely people, and it's great to be able to help them.
Треба майбутній кіт, хай учить англійський, він дуже гарна математика.
So Phantom, what are you getting tattooed on you?
Slava Ukraini.
And what does it mean?
Glory to Ukraine. Heroin Slava. Can't wait.
Doesn't say chicken chow mein then.
Hopefully not.
You happy, Phantom?
Very happy. Thank you very much, Lucina. I appreciate it. That's good.
So tonight we're staying in Lviv Children's Hospital. They very kindly put us up every time we come through. Ryan, how are you feeling?
Good.
Excellent. So we've got...
Interesting place to sleep.
It's a very unique experience. But they put us up in empty patients' rooms. It's lovely of them. But you were saying about the amputations.
Yeah, do you know that being in Russia, when Russian soldiers came and have seen Ukrainian soldiers with such kind of sign, or the sign of Ukraine, the trezub, they cut the hand.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, and be careful.
Of course.
Don't go to Russia, never.
Never.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to.
Let's go.
Very good. The other one as well.
Full force. Full body weight.
I think it's full body weight.
He's only little.
Yeah, maybe should have got a heavier plate.
Yeah. I think it's me.
I've been eating a lot.
So last time we came here we ran out of supplies, so we thought we'd just double up on everything. So we got extra food and clothing and some other items we're going to be handing out today to make sure everyone here gets their fair share of stuff they need. So Chernihiv is pretty devastated. Like you can see sort of remnants of shrapnel and house which has been blown up down there. And up here, it's the top half of this street has been completely decimated. So we decided to set up towards the other end so we don't have to queue up on broken glass. But see, that's been blown out up there. This is all just wreckage and damage. Here, the top of the street. You know, an entire neighbourhood here, just gone. So the kids are loving the comfort dolls. So this kid here is just running around with a crossbow for some reason. Yeah, hi. What's... Fair play. Hopefully it's a toy. Is this your house?
Жила 7 месяцев и
So
завалили все.
I think she's saying she was in it when it collapsed.
Отсюда хорошо. Живут там.
I think this is where this lady's living now. In her old shed. So this is where you sleep?
Да. А нема де больше. Тут.
So you can see here where that's, you know, a mortar round strike there, and just this tree has been shot to bits with the house behind. No strategic advantage to doing this, just trying to cause as much terror as possible as someone's driving by. They've just opened fire along this street.
Time to head off?
Yeah. So it's not gone through the back of the plate. So this is some body armour they've been testing. What sort of equipment does the Ukrainian army have? Is it adequate to fend off the Russians?
Well, it's absolutely adequate. We've gotten loves, javelins, and loves from Britain with love. So it's absolutely enough to fight the Russian army. So Russian soldiers can fight Ukrainian soldiers. So that's why they decided to fight our civilians.
What happens to a Ukrainian soldier if they're captured by the Russians?
Well, they try to keep officers or senior officers just to exchange them later. And as I say, soldiers, they're just killing them. They, well, I'm not sure how it's in English. Could you please pause? When they basically cut the balls. Castrate them. So that's what they're doing.
Going forward, does the army feel confident they can push Russia out of Ukraine?
I guess you all see what the Ukrainian army is capable of. So yes, I think we'll get Crimea and Donbass back.
So currently on our way to Kryvyi, which is about 2 hours southwest of Dnipro. So we're going to be heading there to actually supply refugees who have been evacuated from places like Zaporizhia and Mariupol. And we're told there's about 2,000 of them in one building. So we've loaded up with supplies in the 4 vans, loads of tins, loads of toys for kids. We've been told there's about 100, 200 kids. So we've got lots of different bits to bring to them and hopefully, you know, make their lives a little bit easier and bring a bit of hope back to their community. So this is one of the rooms in the refugee facility we're currently distributing food at. As you can see, the beds here are wooden shopping crates with a very thin mattress and blankets on top. And so this is for people who have fled from Kherson, where it's not safe for them to remain, or places like Mariupol, where they literally can't rebuild their lives and they have to come and stay here. As you see, the rooms here, not much privacy, it's just this plastic curtains. So apparently this one sleeps about 500 people on different levels. In his bag. So we're just coming up to Polish customs and we still got this tin of Soviet meat from the 70s. Great. So we're going to open it up, have a look at it, might have a taste, and see what it looks like. But it's sat in a hot van for a couple of weeks as well. But if it's been around for 40 odd years, it's probably still okay.
Oh, I can smell it.
Oh, look at that. What's that black bit on top?
Nice.
Do you want to try it?
Actually, it smells okay, guys. It just smells like dog food, that's all. We should find a dog now.
I don't even think the dog would eat that.
Ah, I'm retching already.
You've eaten it already.
Go on, Ryan. Have a spoon. No, I think that's going in the bin. Probably where it should have. Put it on the grass for the end. Yeah. Give it back to nature. Oh, it's still got bones in it, look. There's chicken then, that is.
There were chicken bones.
Jesus. Great. Well, hopefully the animals like that.
Oh, they love that.
But all joking aside, the guys on the front actually have to eat this. That's why it's so important we get them proper food. Because look, you see all the bones in there. It's pretty rough. And again, we did get served it one night on the front unwittingly, and they only told us the next morning. But we're okay, so maybe it's not too bad, but it looks pretty horrible.
Hello. Hi guys, my name's Jack Ross and I run an organisation called Vans Without Borders. So I crossed from Ukraine into Poland today after spending a month there on a humanitarian mission. And we saw things which are not right over there. You know, it's not often talked about the sheer desperation which is going on in parts of Ukraine. We were in Kharkiv a week ago and people will queue up for hours just to get one tin of fish or one tin of meat. And that's not right in a modern society. It's not right in a developed country that people are forced into that form of poverty. We've seen the front where children are living 0.5 kilometres away from the Russians and they're petrified of people, even aid workers coming up to them, giving them food because they're shelled relentlessly by the in Russia. It's not right that these people have to live in fear. It's not right that people are losing their ancestral homes over Russian arrogance. It's terrorism. We were some of the first humanitarian groups into Bucha and Irpin, and we saw the atrocities there. We saw cars which had children written on, machine gunned through, and blood on the seats, blood on booster seats for children. It's absolutely disgusting. Again, this isn't a war, it's an attack on the Ukrainian people. The Ukrainian people are strong. Certain people, when we go to Kharkiv, they're scared, but they're still strong. They won't leave, they won't bow down to the Russian war machine, and they'll stand against them. And Ukraine will prevail. Slava Ukraine! Thank you very much for all for your doing, for your support. You're a great man.